Detroit is bowl-bound. This team is racked, stacked, and in fact, shares a common trait with almost every team that has made the Super Bowl in the last 10 years. There are a few specific team archetypes that have been proven to win in the NFL. For example, over the last decade, 20 teams have played in the Super Bowl. 9 of them have been Brady or Mahomes. Having an all-time great coach and an all-time great quarterback is proven to work. So what about the other 11? What is the mark of a worthy team? Well, besides just having a Mount Rushmore quarterback, there are some similarities for every team that plays in February. For example, 7 of these teams had QBs on a rookie deal. Just so you're not left wondering, Brock Purdy, Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow, Jared Goff, Carson Wentz / Nick Foles, Cam Newton, Russell Wilson. Mahomes obviously counts, but we're only looking at the 11 teams that weren't Mahomes or Brady. This is often thought of as the cheat code. However, it's not that simple. The other 4 teams did not. In fact, most of them had rather expensive, unproven veterans.
Garoppolo's out of the end zone, it's a safety.
Jimmy G, Matt Ryan, Matt Stafford. So what is the cheat code? What do the Lions have that all 20 teams that played in the Super Bowl have? Well, it's 3 things. First, a change in the times. Defense wins championships? No, offense wins championships. If we look at the last 10 Super Bowl matchups with the offensive rating in green and the defensive rating in red, where the smaller the bar the better, you can see that 15 of the 20 teams had a top 5 offense, and 16 of 20 had a better offensive rating than defensive rating. The league is catered to offense. This is great for the Lions as it is their strongest identity. Fun, exciting, explosive offense is what they do.
Darts into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. A little razzle-dazzle to number 9.
Secondly, coaching continuity. Everyone thought Ben Johnson would leave for a huge bag, get whatever job he wanted, and the Lions would have to try to recapture that spark.
I'm gonna leave.
But he realized how special what they had built was and stayed. This is everything.
The show goes on. They're gonna need a f***ing wrecking ball to take me out of here. They're gonna need to send in the National Guard f***ing SWAT team, 'cause I ain't going nowhere.
He's a great offensive mind, and to have the continuity of a third year with mostly the same core players means that offense is unlikely to take any step back. And finally, the biggest reason they can make the Super Bowl, the secret ingredient.
Come here. The secret ingredient is nothing.
The thing every team that's made the Super Bowl in the last 10 years has in common. They have a ton of great players. Typically, having a cheap quarterback allows you to pay great players and keep more on your roster, but this isn't the only way to do it. The Lions have great players all over their team that are very cheap. The reason the Chiefs have been able to sustain success is because they hammered the draft. So have the Lions. They have multiple Pro Bowl starters on both sides of the ball that are still on rookie contracts. Goff's cap this year isn't huge, but even though it's noticeable, it's not going to affect them because all of their best players are dirt cheap. If you look at their contracts, they're all under $10 million. Most of them under 5. Aiden Hutchinson, cheap. Penei Sewell, cheap. Alex Anzalone, cheap. Amon-Ra St. Brown, dirt cheap. Jamar Gibbs, nothing. Sam Laporta, are you kidding me? Brian Branch, $1.8 million? Let me know who I'm forgetting. Detroit is set up in a perfect situation. This is what creates windows in football. All of the players combined I just listed, the Lions will pay less money to than the Denver Broncos will to Russell Wilson to have him on another team. Yeah, it's great to have a cheap quarterback because quarterbacks are the most expensive position, but the cheat code isn't a rookie quarterback. The cheat code is great, young, cheap players. You can do it in more than one way. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to give it a like. If you want to see more like this, hit subscribe. I have a ton more videos ready to release with even more in the works. Thank you. See you next time.